In this lecture, we will learn how to denoise a signal using a moving average filter. In other words, we will see how a moving average filter can be used to remove noise from a signal. The concept of a moving average filter is not new to us. We briefly discussed it earlier when we used convolution for denoising signals. However, in this lecture, we will explore the moving average filter in more detail. First, let's look at the equation of a moving average filter. The output of the moving average filter is calculated from 0 to m-1, where m represents the total number of points in the filter. Finally, the average is taken, which is why it is called an average filter. When the index I equals 0, that means x of 0 will be equal to y of 0. In general, x of n will be equal to y of n at the first sample. To understand this equation more clearly, suppose we have a 5-point filter moving over the 10th sample of a signal. Since this is a symmetric filter, look carefully at how it moves and calculates the average. The filter slides along the noisy signal and takes the average of the samples it covers. If our 5-point filter is centered at the 10th sample of the signal, it will take the average of 2 samples before and 2 samples after the 10th sample. In total, it averages over 5 samples. If we had a 7-point filter instead, it would take 3 samples before and 3 samples after the central sample. Usually, the length of the filter is selected as an odd number. There are 2 related terms to remember here: the order and the length of the filter. If the order of the filter is n, then its length is equal to 2n plus 1. For example, if the order is 2, then the length is 2 times 2 plus 1, which is 5. The extra 1 accounts for the central sample. So the filter takes the average of all 5 samples. 2 before, 1 in the center, and 2 after. There is also another possibility for a non-symmetric moving average filter. In that case, the filter can take the current point as the first sample and then consider the next 4 samples after it. However, in most cases, we use symmetric filters, and in this lecture, we will focus only on the symmetric moving average filter. Now, let's understand the purpose of the moving average filter. Suppose we have a noisy signal. The goal of the filter is to move across this signal and smooth it by removing as much noise as possible. Here, we are using a moving average filter of order 30. Keep in mind that order and length are 2 different things. If the order is 30, then the length of the filter is 2 times 30 plus 1, which equals 61. So, a filter of order 30 has a length of 61 samples. For example, if the filter is centered at the 100th sample of the signal, it will take 30 samples before and 30 samples after this 100th point for a total of 61 samples. The average of these 61 samples will be the new denoised value at that position. Now, when we apply a moving average filter with order 30, we can observe the result. The red curve represents the filtered signal, while the green curve is the original noisy signal. We can clearly see that the filtered signal is much smoother. The spikes and fast changing noise have been reduced, and the overall signal is more stable. If we want even smoother results, we can increase the order of the filter, but doing so will also increase computational complexity. However, there is one problem we need to note, called the edge effect. If you observe the edges of the filtered signal, you will notice that they are not filtered properly. Let's discuss why this happens. Suppose we are using a 5-point filter and it reaches the last sample of the signal. The samples before this last point are available, but there are no samples after it. Therefore, the filter cannot compute a proper average at the boundary, and the filtering at the edges becomes inaccurate. This problem occurs because at the end of the signal, the filter does not have enough samples after the current point to complete its averaging process. Similarly, if the filter is centered near the end, the samples before the center are available, but those after it are not. This limitation causes what we call the edge effect, meaning that the filter does not perform properly at the signal's edges. So, to summarize, the moving average filter smooths the signal by removing noise. If we want greater smoothness, we can increase the order of the filter, but we must be cautious of the computational cost and the edge effect. In the next topic, we will discuss how to overcome this edge effect and how to make the filter work properly at the edges of the signal.